Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early July 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Pisces collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you have for Pisces gang in early July 2025? What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces. Early July, what's the vibe? What's the energy? Can't wait to see what the universe has this week. Let's get this card out. There we go. Nice and quick. Just a couple of shuffles. Okay. Investigate. Okay, so there could be something that really, really piques your interest in this time, whether it's a situation, a person, a piece of information. To me, it's like I'm digging, 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 digging. Obviously with the name of this card, but it feels even more intense than what I'm picking up here with the card. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this. Now, with this deck, I always mention it's more of an intuitive kind of deck. You just go with what it makes you feel. But yeah, when I see her in the images and even that word like investigate, it's like, ooh, okay. What rabbit holes are you diving down, Pisces, or what's got your attention? Now, for some of you, this could be very harmless. This could just be like a hobby or just a TV show or just something that really catches your interest and you're like all about it. Don't be surprised if things like that pop up in this time where it's like a special interest of some sort. But then again, for others of you, there could be something you're dealing with where you feel like there's missing information. And it's like, I will figure out what is missing here. I will not stop until I get this information. Now, this card, aside from that, I want to get too nefarious here. This card could just represent a natural curiosity. Okay, so if things have been a little stale or boring for you, maybe you need to shake your energy up and look for some new, fresh type of energy. But I think this is nice. I think it's good for the most part. Unless you feel like someone's hiding something from you, then this energy could take on a whole new complexion. So we're just going to leave it at that, my friends. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card there, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. What do we got? And while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled An Unexpected Action. Okay. So whether it was someone doing something you didn't quite see coming or someone acting a little different or just something picking up business really quick. Like to me, it was like, all right, this is different. This is heading in a specific direction that I didn't see it going in. So it's going to be intriguing to see what pops up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you because we could be seeing your vibe or someone else's, right? And that reading from last week, that could bleed over for a couple weeks. Well, let's get it going here. 3 cards for Pisces, early July. What is the vibe? Let's get it going here. Thank you. Yeah, now I see why the investigate shows up. Now I totally see why it does because we have 2 of the biggest cards in mystery that popped out together. So we have Mr. Hermit right here, which is an energy Pisces can most definitely work well with. I do like it. That's the one positive I have here to all this mysterious energy is like, oh, it works. I mean, because there's the Pisces power card right there in the center. We have the moon. So there is this hidden type of energy. I saw something very similar for the Scorpios last week, and it's showing up for you now. Let's get one more. One more here for Pisces. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles, but it's fine. But it will be fine. We have the 9 of Pentacles right here on the back end. I like it. There's a lot of earth in this week's energy for Pisces, which again is something you could work with. Let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, I was commenting a little bit as the cards were coming out about the meanings. And I always look at the elements first. And honestly, Pisces as a water sign, all of this energy is kind of like the Pisces comfort zone, right? Because we do have a lot of earth. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo. We have the 9 of Pentacles, all earthy energy, which usually represents the material world. It represents routine. It represents work and money and family and security. So there's a lot of earth here, but Pisces can work with all that heavy earth. And I'm right here, the Pisces power card right here in the center with the moon, with the water. And I always say when you mix water and earth, it represents a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities. So it makes sense with what we saw last week. But what is the mystery? What is all this hidden type of energy here up front? That's going to be the mystery for us to figure out this week, that's for sure. But I think it's going to be okay, hopefully, especially with that Nine of Pentacles. So let's go through and build this out piece by piece. So, position number one, we are starting with the Hermit, and it connects to the zodiac sign of Virgo. And for those of you that know astrology, Virgo is the zodiac sign directly across from us, right? Directly across from Pisces. So it's like your zodiacal siblings of sorts, right? It's like you pick up on each other's weaknesses. So Virgo energy and Pisces energy usually works together really well. Now, the Hermit, aside from all that Virgo talk I just gave, is a retracted, pulled back type of energy. So for some Pisces, there might be certain things, situations, people, you're pulling your energy back. This is a very private type of energy. And everyone that knows Pisces energy well knows that Pisces sometimes need a little quiet time, need a little alone time, and that's what this Hermit represents. For some of you, you might not be as social as you normally are, or maybe you just need some time for yourself. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now, this card is full of wisdom, it's full of insight, it's extremely spiritual, but the downside of the Hermit is that it can be very secretive. It could be very shrouded. It could represent blockages in communication, not saying certain things, not addressing things. So when we get to the challenge of the Hermit, that's I'm wondering what's going to show up when we clarify it. Because for some Pisces, this could be really awesome. This could be really great, especially with the investigation. Like I'm digging into deeper mysteries or different layers of things, which can be nice. But it can also be blockages, right? I mean, maybe some of you are just in hermit mode for whatever reason. Nothing wrong with that. I totally get it. So let's get him tucked back in here by the amethyst so he could get all that good energy. Now, moving to the center, we have the Pisces power card. We have the moon itself. This is a very soft, subtle type of energy. Now, classically, this does link to Pisces. Other readers also link it to the Cancer collective. So if you're connected to Cancer or another Pisces, this could be them showing up here. But once again, this is a card of intuition. This is a card of empathy. And for a lot of Pisceans out there, your energetic sensitivity could be heightened more so than it naturally is. So keep that in mind. You might be feeling the feelings of other people around you or places you are or people that you have a strong energetic connection with, especially with the moon. There could be situations where your gut is trying to tell you something, or spirit's going to tell you, like, hey, Pisces, maybe you should go with your instinct on this one, because the moon, and part of the downside of the moon is that it is the most secretive card in the whole entire deck. It is the card of the unexpected, the surprising, we don't see it coming, just like in last week's reading, an unexpected action. You would expect to see the moon in a reading like that. So we're going to have to see what shows up here. It could be okay, but just like this double dose, like hermit into the moon is like kind of a lot. So I could see why that investigate energy showed up. Maybe there's something that spirit wants to reveal to you. Now, moving to the back end, Nine of Pentacles, totally different vibe than what we have going on up here in the front. You see this lady, she's in the backyard, she has her pet bird, she's enjoying the nature. It's solid, it's stable, it's predictable. This is a card that is very singular, if that makes sense. It's a card that's very independent, where it's like, no, I can do it on my own, or I will do this on my own. I will accomplish this. So it's very set in its ways. This is a huge card of wins and victories, blessings and abundance. So I love it for that. But the challenge of this card, similar to a lot of earthy energy, it could be a little stubborn. It could be an energy that does feel a little bit stuck. And, I know from experience being in Pisces rising, if we're ever in a position where we feel stuck, that is not a good place or energy for Pisces to be in, right? Because it will cause the rare Piscean lash out if you're feeling like held in place or forced or stuck or anything like that. So we'll want to look at this further, but again, it's a positive. So I always say with positive cards, they're positive until a clarifier tells me otherwise. But there's just so many unknowns showing up here. So maybe there's stuff going on behind the scenes that you don't quite see. But I want to dive deeper on all the Pisces. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Hermit. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's see what the Hermit has to say. What does this Hermit have to say? Thank you. Whoa, okay. Very similar to last week. So we have Judgment in the upright underneath this Hermit. Talk about a vibe switch. Talk about a change in energy. Now, I'm hoping as we move through the reading, this is a good thing, but to me, it's like night and day, 0 to 100. It feels very explosive. So, again, whether it's like an explosive change or an explosive shift, whether it's like a feeling or a situation, we go from very, very quiet, nothing happening, to everything happening with Judgment here. Now, let's talk about it a little further in depth. Judgment is Plutonian, scorpionic type of energy. So when we see it, yeah, it could represent literal judgments, literal decisions, choices. If you're up against some sort of crossroads or decision point, like this could be you saying, you know, I'm doing this. This is the way I'm going. No second guessing. So for some of you, that could be the case. But judgment represents change. It's very karmic. It's like an unstoppable type of energy, and it's fast. It's powerful. So when we go from the very quiet, private, silent, hermit into judgment, it's like 0 to 100, everything. So I'm not going to say it's like unexpected action like last week. To me, it's just a change. So hopefully it's a good change. Hopefully it's something that picks up a lot of steam, because this is something that's off to the races quick. It's something that, like, once this energy opens up, it's just going, which I think is good. I'm feeling optimistic about it, but don't be surprised if like whether it's your feelings on something or situations where it's like from one day to the next, it like completely does a flip flop, if that makes sense. But let's keep moving. Let's see what else shows up. I wasn't expecting to see judgment there, that's for sure. But let's go in on the moon. And yeah, sometimes judgment can represent things coming back around too. We're not going to walk down that road unless we see more. But sometimes judgment can represent things returning. But let's see what's up with the moon. We don't want to make that the focus. To me, it's just like a change. It's like instant, and it's strong. It's explosive. So let's see what's up with the moon. Let's see what's up with the power card. 6 wands. Wow. I mean, listen, my friends, and it could go way better than you possibly think. It could go way better than you're even bargaining for. Believe it or not. Listen, I know in life sometimes change can be a little uncomfortable. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to put your energy out there like that. But when I see the moon and the 6 of Wands, the card, again, these are opposites. These are total opposites. This is a card of victory, triumph coming out on top, whereas the moon is shrouded, it's quiet, it's secretive, it's like in the shadows. This is Leo energy, the 6 of Wands. So it connects to the sun. So it's like we have the sun and moon, and this energy is out there for all to see. So not only do we have this energy, and I saw something similar in Virgo where it's like the dominoes fall, where if it's like a win, you get another one shortly after. It's like boom, it's like everything's going my way. Everything is lining up perfectly for me. I love this. I absolutely love this 6 of Wands. But just to go back to what I was saying, for some Pisces, even if you are going through some change that's a little uncomfortable right now, there's something here about trust in the process, my friends, because I think at the end of the day, you're going to be very, very happy with the results you get. This is very claimable type of energy here. So I love it. Again, it could be surprising, win, victory, whatever we want to call it. But we have these two energies where they're like polar opposites. So it's like the energy does like a flip, from quiet to everything in both senses. So it's like one after another. But I think it's good. I really think it's good. Let's go in on the 9 of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadows. Yeah, there could be something coming up that it just feels way better than you might even bargain for. But let's see what the 9 of Pentacles has for our recap. Where's that 9 of Pentacles here? Yeah, and there it is. The sun is showing up in reverse, but it's still the sun. And that's one thing I always say with this card. Even in reverse, it's a very positive card, at least in my opinion. So the Leo energy is showing up here. I love the sun in this sense, because it feels like the energy tapers off and gets more comfortable to deal with. Whereas like the energy up here, it's shifting, it's changing, it's wild, it's extreme. This energy here on the back end is where it starts to settle. It starts to settle in like, oh, I could get used to this. I could get used to that, even if it's not like 100% perfect. Now, another one thing I will say this too, like if you are on some sort of hunt for information or understanding, or you're mentally connecting the dots, this energy here on the back end, especially with what we have here in the front, is like an energy of revelation. So it's like, yeah, no, I knew it. I knew it. I was expecting it. I knew this was going to happen. It's like giving me this kind of energy on an intuitive level. So I guess like whatever it is you're deeply, deeply feeling on the inside of you, feel like something's going to go down. Right here, it's like the universe proving you right. That's the energy I'm getting here. It's like you will be proven right, Pisces, whether that's good or bad. But I'm getting a lot more good energy here than negative. So the sun, yes, it connects to source. Yes, it's the most positive card in the deck. When I see it in reverse, it does represent information coming to the surface, revelations, or something that is good, could be better, but it is good. I'll take it. It's like giving me that kind of energy. So there's a lot of great stuff here this week, Pisces. Really think a lot of this reading is claimable for us. But let's go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get into the shadow. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have some flip-flopping energy here. So I would expect the unexpected in a few different ways in this time. But position number 1, we have the Hermit with Judgment, just something that's off to the races. It's like once this energy pops, it just can't stop. It's like this energy, it's an explosive change of some kind. So whether it's in a situation, in a person, in yourself, it's like 0 to 100 off to the races. Beautiful. Moving to the center, we have the Moon with the Six of Wands in the upright. So again, the surprising win, victory, or unexpected win or victory. It's showing up here right in the middle. Really nice, kind of piggybacks off of the reading we had last week. So I think it's great. But we have what is dark coming into light. I just think it's great. I really do. Moving to the back end, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Sun in reverse. So there could be something coming in where it's like, all right, it could be a little better, but I'll take it. Or it's not perfect, but I love it. It's like giving me that kind of energy. It could be, again, more of this win victory based type of vibe. Also, if there is a piece of information you're searching for or trying to figure out, like this is you being proven right in one way or another. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. Let's see what's in the shadows. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. And if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this card out here for you, Pisces. What's in the shadows? Thank you. Okay, the cards are just flying today. Okay, so we do have the Three of Wands, and this card could sometimes be someone that's in a waiting pattern or a holding pattern. So for some of you, maybe there's something that you're just waiting, or it's like, oh, let's wait and see. Let's see how this goes. This is a huge card of manifesting and magnetism and creation in the positive sense. So it makes sense with all the stuff we saw within the main part of the reading. Now, this card can also represent anticipation. So maybe there is something that you're like, oh, I can't wait. Can't wait for it. Can't wait to see how this goes. It's like giving me that kind of vibe. Now, the challenge, the shadow side of the Three of Wands, is sometimes waiting for something that will never arrive, or feeling stuck, like we touched on earlier within the reading. So if you are feeling stuck, just know the energy can and will flip just like that if you're feeling stuck, because this energy is off to the races in one way or another. I don't feel like this is you waiting on something that's never going to arrive. I'm not getting shadows of that. But sometimes, I mean, I wouldn't put everything that you got going on hold. I would say it like that. So we're just going to leave that Three of Wands right there, my beautiful friends. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you could book a personal reading with me on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. My digital calendar's over there, so you could go check out availability. But for the July subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. It's beautiful, it's unique, and it definitely fits this season. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments For all the uses that tarot has to offer, which do you think is best? Do you like using it for love situations, personal, financial, business, you name it? You put it in the comments, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.